Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And now your host, Kyle Ruff.
And on that note,
You can't have a podcast without our favorite sponsor, Zins.
Zins, yeah, friend of the show, Zins. I already have one in, so
They pay us. I have one in too, but I'm preparing for later when I spit it out and then immediately put another one back in.
Just back to back.
Oh yeah, dude.
Can't get enough.
Don't give yourself any time. Speaking of Zins, who are you?
I'm Kyle Ruff.
And I'm Matt Newland.
And this is the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Let's go. You're back on the Zins. I thought you said last podcast you were gonna quit.
I'm weaning down.
How's it going?
Well, what is it?
Not to shame. We're not shaming. We're just having an open conversation about it.
25% of people quit within the first 2 weeks. I'm still technically within the first 2 weeks.
Yep. Today's the 12th.
So I got time.
Yeah, you can just don't quit in the next 2 days.
Yes.
I don't think that checks out.
Don't quit quitting in the next 2 days.
Don't quit quitting.
Don't quit quitting. Don't be a quitter. Don't quit quitting. I knocked it down to the 2 milligram off-brand Zinnies.
There you go.
And I've been trying to do less. Like, I'll have one in the morning, and then I'll leave it at home, and I won't have another one until I'm done with work.
Yeah, unless you see someone else have another one, and you're like, I gotta
Yeah, unless you come in, and I'm just like, give me that fucking Zin.
These people are all pissing me off. Give me a Zin.
Yeah, it's been a rough day, okay? I have an excuse. But no, I've been trying to cut down on the old nicotine.
Hell yeah. Have you been being a silly boy? That was our other resolution.
That was our other resolution. I've been pretty silly.
You been doing anything silly?
If I do say so myself.
What's the silliest thing you've done in the last week?
It's actually, no, it's funny you'd say it because I'm a silly boy.
You're the silliest.
Yeah, I'm just a silly boy.
You're my favorite guy, dude. You're a silly boy.
The only person that I know.
Sillier?
I'm kind of calling him out. I don't think he listens to this, but if he does, he'll appreciate it. The only person sillier than me is my assistant manager at work.
Silly boy.
He's the silliest boy.
That's good.
And it's like wild when I have to be like, hey, dude, be more serious.
No.
Like that's almost impossible. That's how silly this guy is.
That's awesome.
When I have to be like, dude, you gotta tone down the silliness. You have to be more serious. It's coming from me.
Yeah.
The least
doesn't feel good to say that, does it?
No, it hurts my soul when I'm like, fuck, am I not
sillier.
It's almost like a crisis, like, am I not silly enough? But I'm like, no, there's a line. Kyle, there's a line.
You're at work.
Yeah. So it's like
there's
I
a level of professionalism to keep a job.
And I toe that line.
Oh yeah, dip your toe on the other side.
I've been toeing that line for years.
For fun. Yeah.
For fun and for years.
For fun and for many, many years.
For many
Cheers
months.
to the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.
Hey,
May it live forever, dude.
May it live forever.
In your hearts and in your souls. Cheers, guys.
I'm getting a little silly on this Fat Boy Sunday.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, my God.
We both skied today.
We're skiing
motherfuckers.
Well, this is our first break. We just had a bunch of awesome shows through the holidays. Thank you to everyone who came out that's listening.
Thanks to everyone who didn't come out. You are our fuel to keep fucking going, and we will prove you wrong.
We will be like, you fucking wasted your goddamn night. Or you wanted to go to a DJ on New Year's Eve? You should have heard my mediocre comedy.
You should have heard the audience mildly react to our jokes.
You should have heard them be almost enthusiastic. No, New Year's Eve was great, and then we had shows the weekend before and after New Year's Eve. So we've been grinding out here, buddy.
Giving our hearts and souls out.
Boys be grinding.
Yep.
And so it's nice to have a free weekend. Yeah, I got to go hit the slopes today.
The slopes, get a little silly.
Get a little silly on
Fuck
the slopes.
yeah, dude. I fucking shredded, so I should get a sponsorship. I was telling you after how hard I shredded today.
Yeah, dude.
Bluebird Powder Day here in Steamboat today.
Oh.
I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but to us, it's one of the best days of the year.
I came late in the afternoon, and I fucked up big time.
Big time.
Big time.
Hey, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
And I took all the turns, so I'm sorry about that.
I live and I learn, and you turn.
And I took all the turns. And I'm sorry, dude. I should have left some for you, but
no, it was all fucking trash by the time I got there.
Yeah,
it was all fucking
I
obliterated.
was telling you, for some reason, I went and met up with my buddies, 4 fucking snowboarders, and I'm the only skier.
Snowboarders are the worst.
And they made the classic mistake of letting me lead the way, dude.
Because you took them places where, like, talented people, a.k.a. skiers, go.
Yes.
And dumbass drug addicts, aka snowboarders, have trouble going.
And they have a bad time going there. And
Oh,
I
they
took
have a
them
bad
to
time.
there,
Yeah.
and they almost cried. They were so fucking mad at me.
Good. Sometimes you gotta learn the hard way that you suck.
I called my buddy because he was taking forever. I had to break trail. I was like skiing, like not skiing, just pushing my way through, and they had to take off their snowboards and fucking
just walk.
And they were walking in the powder, and it's up to their fucking hips.
Dude, yeah.
I'm like, what? You guys are fucking idiots, dude. You should have skied.
Walking through
But
quicksand.
I was
dorks.
waiting for like 10 minutes, and I called him, and I was like, where are you guys? And he was so fucking mad at me. He was just hurling insults. He's like, you're not a fucking leader of men. You're not a goddamn alpinist. You're no leader of men.
Like I lead men, just not snowboarders.
I was like, not all can follow where I lead them, buddy.
yes. Not all can tread where I tread.
It was fucking great,
That's
dude.
fantastic.
It made me feel good. Don't snowboard.
Don't snowboard.
I have a bunch of skiing facts. Do you want to hear them?
Oh, we want to get into some skiing facts? Yes.
I have
okay.
a couple skiing facts. I think you'll find some of them pretty fucking interesting.
Matt Newland's skiing facts.
Okay. Up until 100 years ago, people only skied with one pole. And then when they brought the second pole into play 100 years ago, everyone that was skiing with one pole was like, we're not fucking using two poles.
There's a resistance.
Yeah, they hated the two polers.
Why was the one pole larger? Was it like
Had
it was
to
like
have
like
been.
rowing?
Had to have been either side. Yeah, you got to row.
Why would you be? I feel like someone would be like, "Here's the second pole," and I'd be like, "Well, duh."
No way,
Like
dude.
how I've been living a lie my whole life.
That's like if they wanted to add another ski, dude. I'd be pissed. I'm not skiing with 3 skis. Dude, I get it.
I'd try it.
I get it. It could be sick.
It could be sick. Dude.
Yeah.
You just sit on the middle one. You just rest your dick on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, with how big my dick is, I'm going to need a
Am I
third
right?
ski. Dude.
I call it my third ski.
Hey, look at that.
You want to come home and see my third ski, ladies? That doesn't work.
It'll never work. Nothing works, though, so it's okay.
No, that's true, especially not with ladies. That's wild, though.
One pole. I didn't know. I had no idea. People
well, I mean,
were one
times were
pulling
tough
it.
back then.
100 years ago, though, only in 1920.
I mean, when you had to like shave down a pole yourself in 1920 with like a log,
Yeah.
you'd get done with one. You're like, I'm not doing that
I'm not
again.
making another one,
I'm
dude.
doing that twice.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I have gout, dude. I don't have time to
Yes.
make 2 poles. Everyone back then had gout, which is crazy.
And all their kids had smallpox.
This one's a shout out to my home state, Idaho.
Shout out to Idaho, friend of the show.
First ski resort ever made was in Sun Valley in 1936, and the Union Pacific train station wanted to make the resort so they could drive up traffic. They wanted more people on the trains.
Really?
Yeah.
So like, not enough people are using our trains. We got to give them a reason. How about a ski resort in Idaho?
Yeah. Not a bad idea.
And that was
Seemed to
how
work
long
out.
ago?
1936.
1936.
Yeah, and I got all these facts straight from the internet, so you know they're true.
So you know they're true.
I think that one is true. I'm pretty sure it
That
is.
one's true. Elon Musk told me that one's true.
But they were like, we need more people on these trains.
Yeah.
And that was the whole idea of ski resorts.
Interesting. Like all of them were that?
I think it just started as that. And then once that happened, Sun Valley was probably like, there's a shit ton of people coming here and we're making a lot of money. And other places were like, we should do that too. And it's been history since. And that led to you that led to you and I here to where we are now.
Most things in the past have been history since.
And it has been history since.
I gotta look up. I have looked it up just out of my own giggles, like the history of like Steamboat Springs and how it founded.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through that on the podcast next time.
All right, yeah,
Remind me. I'm
we'll
gonna
jot
do
it
that.
down. We'll go through it. We'll write it down. Isn't that wild though? That they wanted more people on and now we live here.
It makes sense, dude. Like, I mean, the trains were a big fucking deal back in the day, especially because the government invested a lot in making trains happen.
And then now we're just doing away with them. Bring trains back.
Bring trains back. We have the tracks.
The tracks are there, dude.
The tracks aren't going anywhere.
I would go so many places if all I had to do was get drunk on a train to go there.
Dude, that's how when I first moved to Glacier, when I first moved out west to Glacier National Park in Montana, friend of the show.
Friend of the show, shout out.
I took an Amtrak to get there.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 2-day. I was on a train
remember
for
that
2 days, and I showed up there on the Blackfeet Indian reservation, friend of the show.
The entire reservation.
The entire reservation, they all love me. I'm big there. And I showed up there in the middle of the night, and I got off the train. There was a bunch of people, but I had to piss really bad. And I got off and I took a piss.
You always gotta piss, bro.
I always be pissing.
Dude, you always be pissing, bro.
What's up with you and pissing?
You got kidney problems, dog.
You got a weak ass bladder. And I got off the train. I ran to this little public bathroom there, took a piss, and I came out, and everyone was gone. So I was just on this Indian reservation by myself. Like, oh, friend of the show, Spencer Powell is calling. Should I answer it? No, well, my phone's recording. But, just in the middle of this weird reservation town, in the middle of the night, by myself. Had no idea where I was or where I was going, and I eventually wandered to an Airbnb that I got. But there's one of the things with the reservation up there is there's just dogs.
Friend of the show reservation.
Yeah, Blackfeet reservation, friend of the show.
And the dogs are also our friends.
Yeah, dogs.
Res dogs.
Res dogs, friend of the show. I've met a lot of good res dogs.
Yeah.
A lot of not good res dogs, including this one. When I got off in the middle of the night, it was just me and this res dog just staring each other down.
You're not supposed to look into their eyes.
You can't
dude.
look into their eyes,
No.
dude. I made that mistake, and this dog was just like, "What are you doing here?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I don't know." And it was weirdly aggressive and following me.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I've told you a lot though that you shouldn't call native people dogs, dude. Stop.
But they're my dogs,
You
dude.
should stop doing that.
If I spell it DAWG, is it okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
that's
so
cool.
My res dog, I was like, "What up, dude?" No, he was like a golden retriever, just staring me down. It was very awkward. But no, it was a sick train. I literally just got drunk on this train for 2 days with strangers and played cards and shit.
How we should be traveling.
How the people should be traveling.
Bring back trains.
Bring back trains.
Bring back trains.
Biden said he was going to do it, and he didn't do it.
He didn't do it.
Joseph.
All these presidents saying they're going to do a lot of stuff. They never seem to do it. You ever notice that?
What up?
Open your eyes, sheeple.
Sheeple. Open your eyes and realize they're not even humans. They're lizards. And
Sheeple
birds aren't real.
and lizards and sheep, dude. It's the name of my first special.
Matt Newland. Lizards and sheep.
That's a good. That's
not bad,
That's
actually.
a fun name. If
All
I
right,
was,
you got any
if I
more
was
ski
more
facts?
aggro, yeah. There's a new Olympic event in 2026.
Ooh.
Yeah, ski mountaineering. So not only do you have to ski down the mountain, you have to climb up the mountain.
In that order?
No, that'd be wild. I don't know the logistics.
I assume you go up and then back down.
And then
It'd be better if you skied down and then just had to go back up.
they
and
hold the
finish line.
ceremonies at the
Yeah.
top of the mountain. You get to
Oh,
go.
are you tired from skiing? Climb this mountain.
Yeah. No, but you have to do the whole thing. You have to fucking ice climb and
Really?
goddamn, I think. What do you? How does that tickle you? What
I
do you
guess
think
it
about that
depends.
Olympic event?
It depends on the route up. Because
Yeah.
that could be like dorks in this town. Shout out to Steamboat Springs, friend of the show. They skin up. That's when you put
You go
skins.
uphill.
You go uphill. You put one-way treads on the bottom of your skis.
Sheepskin.
See, it's literally made of people who trust the government. Sheepskin.
It's sheepskin, dude.
But no, you do that and you go all the way up, and then you go back down.
Yeah.
Which seems stupid to me because there's a lift.
I think it's going to be more technical climbings than the Olympics.
So it's not just, it's going to be part that and part
It's
actually.
going to be skinning and then actually maybe doing a harness or some shit. I don't know.
That's pretty intense.
That sounds fun though.
Could be
that
fun.
could be fun.
That
I got
could be fun.
another ski fact for you.
Let's hear it.
And this one kind of blew me away. This one on the internet, it said, "Snowboarding is gay and always will be."
Shots fired.
Burn,
losers, dude. Get on some skis, you dorks.
Burn. Yeah, that was just a skiing fact that I
That's-
read on the internet.
That is a ski fact.
It was from Harvard.com too. So,
Yeah?
Yeah. So I was like, all right. I mean, it's got to be true if
gotta be
Harvard.com
true.
is saying it.
Universities have never lied to us.
I got another one.
Okay.
Mikaela Shiffrin is very hot, and if she's ever in Steamboat, I'd like to show her a full moot night on the cornfields.
Oh, buddy.
Shoot my shot. Just got to do it.
Michaela, we need you.
Yeah, come to Steamboat.
She is also really hot.
Can you imagine, if you just ran into Mikaela Shiffrin at fucking friend of the show, 8th Street Steakhouse,
And my heart blew out of my chest.
and you're like, you're talking to her and it's going well, and you're like, and it's going well. Which
Well,
it,
you already lost me there.
Yeah,
It's
which
not going to go well.
which it never does.
Never
But it's
does.
going well, and you're like, hey, I'm fucking going up to the mountain tomorrow. You wanna ski? Because that's what you do. That's how you try
Do
to.
you like skiing? Do you want
That's how you try to hit on chicks in ski towns. By the way, you
Right.
invite them skiing.
You invite them skiing and be like, yeah, it's this thing we might have in common.
That's
We
the
like
thing.
skiing.
I'll be up there if you want to come. That's fine. And
Right.
she's like, yeah, totally. And you get up there, and then Mikaela Shiffrin just fucking
Dusses you.
emasculates you.
Just makes you look like a bitch,
And
dude.
you're just hard as a rock the
I don't
whole
know.
time
I
because
don't
that's
think-
what you need.
I mean, it would be hard to ski hard as a rock, but I don't think Mikaela could hang with me, bro.
Yes, she could.
No
Dude, she would dust you.
No way, bro.
Yeah, she would.
Have you seen me ski?
You'd need fucking.
Have you seen me ski, bro?
You need to go to Walmart and buy some more dustpans, dude, because she would
She
dust
dust me
she
up.
would dust you so fucking hard. Mikaela Shiffrin, friend of the show. We hope to see you soon here in
Yeah,
Steamboat.
there's only one way you can find out who's the best skier, and that's if you show up here and be my girlfriend.
Is this you absolutely challenging Mikaela Shiffrin?
This is
to
me,
a
absolutely, Mikaela.
sweetheart,
Sweet, yeah, babe. Babe, listen,
doll.
doll.
I know it's been a while.
And if I win, I get to take your medals.
And if you win, you can host our our show next weekend.
Yeah. And if you win, then you have the privilege of being my girlfriend.
How did this start with me hitting on Mikaela Shiffrin and end with you? We both toss shots.
We're both.
Who are you gonna pick, Mikaela?
You have to pick one. Quit teasing us.
Yeah, pick one. We can't keep playing this cat and mouse game, dude. It's honestly driving both of us
Quit
nuts.
playing both of us hard to get. Okay?
God, dude. No,
Mikaela.
I've never met her before, but I think it'd be cool.
I did meet. There's one time I went to this like event on the mountain, and Billy Kidd,
Friend of the show.
friend of the show, local celebrity, not as much as us, but local celebrity Billy Kidd, is an Olympic skier from years past who hangs around Steamboat and shit. Might have a statue at the base. Doesn't matter.
Not a big
But
deal.
I heard him. This is probably like 6 years ago, and he was like giving a speech in front of a bunch of people, and he's just started waxing poetically about how Mikaela Shiffrin is like the best skier in the world, and
Yeah.
everyone needs to be like her.
I agree.
And I think that's how she got her pasta sponsorship.
Yes, dude. Dude, there's also a statue at the top of the mountain. Who's that up there?
Buddy Warner.
Buddy Warner. So there's a statue up there, and for good luck, when you ski by it, you're supposed to hit it with your pole.
Yep.
But my friend, who was also pissed at me today, brought up that dude died in an avalanche.
He did.
So like,
He died in an avalanche shooting a commercial, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you think we should be touching our poles to him?
Whacking him on the head seems kind
Yeah.
of disrespectful.
It
I
seems
know,
like
it
if
seemed
you
like a-
want to die in an avalanche, that's what you would do.
Well, unfortunately, you live in Steamboat, and it's not steep enough.
No, it's not. Just ask those fucking knuckle draggers I was riding with today, dude. Fucking douchebags. All right, I got another ski fact for you.
One more.
Cross country skiing only requires 4 inches of snow, and sex with me only requires 3 inches of my dick.
Hey,
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Hard facts.
There it is. That's a
Hard
good one.
facts.
What do you think of those big furry things that people wear over their helmets? You know what I'm talking about?
Like the hats that go over their ski helmets.
It's like all the way across. A lot of them are like leopard and shit. And it
Number
looks-
leopard.
fucking leopard, dude. And what? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't like those.
I don't like those either.
Yeah,
That's like in the NFL, the guys who wear the fucking Guardian caps.
yeah.
It's like, get real.
Stop being a coward.
Quit being a coward. Yeah. Ooh, is a 300-pound guy gonna hit me in the head at 25 miles an hour?
Dude.
Grow up.
Grow up. It's
We
not-
all get concussions. And that's the same with those dorks with their extra hat on their helmet.
Yeah.
We all get concussions.
It's yeah. What do you think of mono skiers?
You know, I'd be curious to try it. You see them very rarely. For those who don't know, a monoskier is a person who has one big fat ski and they have both of their feet locked in side by side.
Right next to each other.
And they ski like that. They're not common or popular, and they don't make sense, and they're not smart. But it could be pretty fun.
Could be fun.
It's a weird flex.
Yeah, I've seen some dude riding around on a mono ski just buttering the whole fucking mountain. He
Yeah.
was so good at it.
Well, I mean, like, that's one of those things that, like, if you have a monoski, it's not like your first day.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? That's when you're like, I'm so bored of regular skiing that I have to do something. Not snowboarding, obviously, because that's stupid.
Yeah.
But
So
so dumb and
So
just,
dumb. It always will be dumb.
ugh, just degenerate. If you're like, I want to try something different from skiing, but I don't want to be an actual criminal, I'm going to try mono skiing.
Yeah, that's close enough.
I would try it.
I'll respect you. I'd try it too. Let's go mono skiing.
You want a mono ski?
Yeah.
The other thing is the ski bikes.
Yeah, I don't want to try those.
Now,
Go
does
bike.
it scare you?
No, it doesn't scare me. Looks like a big thing you have to fucking take care of the whole time you're up there.
I mean, that's kind of it. For those who don't know, also, there's bikes where instead of tires, they have 2 tiny skis.
Yeah.
And people actually ride them on the mountain, which is nuts.
It's fucking crazy. That's the other thing with like snowmobiling. It's just like you go up and you have this giant thing you have to take care of the whole time. And it's not because I can't afford one. Because I can buy a bunch of snowmobiles. But I think those are kind of stupid too.
You know, I never got. There's some people that are really into it. My
oh yeah.
My friend in college, Dane Kilpatrick. Shout out to Dane, friend of the show.
Hey Dane.
Dane actually is, I think, the only person or one of the only people who ever actually bought a T-shirt through our website.
What a man.
So fucking shout out to
Dane.
Dane.
What a fucking man. Thanks,
but
man.
But Dane fucking loved snowmobiling more than any person I've ever seen in my entire life. Like when we were in college, like the background of his phone was like him like snowmobiling. It was like
it's fun. It's fun.
I mean, it's more fun than like getting your ass kicked.
Yeah,
but it's not like I don't know. Every time I've run a snowmobile, it's been like.
Yeah, it's more fun than a checkup at the doctor's, but it's
more fun than a prostate exam.
Yeah,
but how
not by
fun
a lot.
Not by much.
Not by a lot. I've gone. All right. And the last thing I'll say about skiing and snowboarding is like I can watch a snowboarder.
Yeah.
And I can be like, "Oh, that was sick. That was cool." But in the back of my head, I'll still be like,
"A piece of
shit." It's not that cool.
It's not that cool because you're on a snowboard.
Like I can tell hey man, that was cool. But also I'm like, that's not that. You're snowboarding, so it's not that.
It's cool for you.
And that is the truth. There's something like that doesn't allow me to be like fully embracive of their kind.
Of those kind.
Of those kind.
Yeah. Not for me.
Like you can toss 2 backflips off a snowboard and also be like, wow, it's fucking snowboard. You can do that, and then you'll have to waddle up like once it gets too flat. You'll have to do that stupid waddle that snowboarders do, and then all your credibility just goes out the window. Anytime I see a snowboarder waddling, I go, good waddle.
Yeah, right. Get some poles. Get one pole. That used to work.
Good waddle. Yeah. My buddy Corey, friend of the show, does snowboard with a pole. And
does he really?
Fucking rips. Yeah, it's the smartest thing I've ever seen.
He's a smart guy.
He's very smart.
Is it like collapsible?
Yep.
Smart.
Uses it for backcountry and shit. Very smart
Which
guy.
is weird. Being smart is weird for a snowboarder.
Yeah, it's
you know what
usually,
I mean?
Usually they don't overlap at all.
Not at all.
I have a question I've been meaning to ask you for a long time on the podcast.
Really?
Yes.
But lay it on me.
When did you start to first notice you were going bald?
Really?
Yeah. When do you remember? Was there like a moment?
Oh man.
Let's get back into this drama.
This went from snowboarding and skiing to hard personal turn real quick.
That's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast, baby.
That's Steamboat Comedy Podcast.
That's why we keep it loose, keep it fun, keep it about balding.
So, this is part of my stand-up. Friend of the show, my stand-up. I always knew it was gonna happen. Like, there was no option where it wasn't gonna happen. Every single male human that I'm related to is going bald in some capacity. All of them. Every single one.
So from like when you were 10, you knew.
Yes. Younger than that.
You could just see all these bald people around you. And in your subconscious, you were like,
well,
that's what it's like to be an adult.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's not, and I don't have, almost none of my family is like completely bald.
That's good.
It's all just kind of like the back.
Yep.
Which is where I'm at.
Yeah.
And that's not even completely bald. It's just very thin, one might say. Like the Thin Mints I'm going to get from the Girl Scouts soon. When did I notice it was actually going? Yeah, I mean, it's probably when I was like no. So I remember the last time I tried to grow my hair out and it started growing like shit was when I was in Glacier.
Yeah, because you used to have long hair in high school or college.
Oh, yeah, I had really long hair. I had hair like down to my shoulders in college.
Longer than yours.
Longer than yours, pussy. You think you have long hair? Mine used to be longer by exactly 1 inch, pussy.
Pet peeve, bro.
I know.
That fucking drives me nuts.
That is a weird thing that people like to brag about.
Yeah.
Oh, you have long hair? Mine used to be
I used to have
longer.
long hair. It's probably a little longer than yours. Fuck you. Let's fight.
Anywho, when I I remember, so...
Last time you tried to grow it out.
The last time I tried to grow it out was in... That would have been 2016. Yeah, 2016. So math, 9 years ago, 8 years ago. It was the summer. It was like 8.5 years ago.
7 years ago. Could have been 6 years ago.
It could have been somewhere around 3 and 45 years ago. I tried to grow it out again. I was like, I'm going to let it get a little long. And like my coworkers, like the chicks that I worked with were like, dude, Kyle, cut your fucking hair. They're like, it does not look good. Like it's growing in weird.
Yeah.
And everyone can see it. It's not growing in like in an even way. And I was like, what? It looks good. Like it looks good from my angle. Yeah. And they were like, no, give it up. And I was like, fine.
Yeah.
That was before I got on the treatment.
Yeah.
As you will.
You tuck your hair behind your ears.
Like, yeah. What's left of my hair goes behind. Yeah. No, I look fucking great.
I just wanted to know. Last time you tried to grow it out, a little bit after college, that's when you were really like...
That would have been...
Had some women tell you that you were kind of going bald, and that's what did it. Yeah. Women
that was about 5 years after college.
Women will do that, bro. They'll tell you exactly.
Well, like if a dude tells you that... I had a bit about that, too, way back in the day. It's like if a dude tells you something, you're like, all right, like right on. But if a chick tells you something, like, fuck. Like if a dude is like, you need to go to the gym... You're like, yeah, okay. Like, I probably should work out. But if a chick's like, you need to go to the gym, you're like, oh my god, like my life just ended, and I have to do nothing but go to the gym now.
That's so fucking
or at least,
true.
and if I don't, I'll think about it every day until I go to the gym.
That is so goddamn true. Well, yeah. Cheers to women, dude.
I
got a good would you rather. I don't know if it's good, but I think you're gonna like it.
Would you rather?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
Would you rather dry jack for the rest of your life?
That one.
Or every time you do masturbate, you have to call your brother first and tell him that you're about to masturbate?
Dry jack.
Just going straight for dry jack.
Yeah.
Are you a dry jack guy? It sounds like that was not even a problem for you.
I can.
Of course you can. Do you want to?
I feel like once you're a certain age,
dry jack, dude.
you gain skills.
I'd rather spit and go than dry jack, dude.
That's graphic. I didn't need that. But I feel like if you find the
little spit and go.
No, dude. No spit and goes. If you find the right circumstances in terms of how well moisturized your hands are and the humidity in the air.
That's the point of the dry jack. There's no moisture.
But that doesn't moisture. Like,
what is moisture?
Define moisture. Yeah, how dry are we talking? Do I got to put my dick in sand
Yeah, you
first?
can't like fucking put your hands under heating pads and get them all sweaty and then go for it. Don't find little ways around this.
That counts as a dry jack.
That's not a dry jack, dude.
Also, it doesn't work. Call my brother?
Yeah, every time.
Dude, Brad, friend of the show, he's not going to want to fucking...
Yeah, but you just got to call him. Yo, Brad, I'm about to jerk
you
off.
got to talk to my brother that I love every day? No way.
A couple times a day?
Twice a day? Yuck.
He would get it. You could just leave him a voicemail. He doesn't have to answer. He's his own human, you know? So some days he wouldn't answer and you'd just get a free lubed up. Lubed up jack, dude.
Does it count if I call his office phone?
I don't fucking know.
And his secretary has to answer.
Yeah, you can relay the message to him for sure.
Just let him know.
Yeah, and then the secretary will
All right,
tell
deal.
him.
Then I'm taking that one.
Okay.
He also doesn't have a secretary. But
you just call his wife.
At that point, I'll pay for a secretary for him.
You just have to let him know that you're about to do it.
As long as he's aware.
All right.
What about
I would
you?
call my brother for sure.
You would call your brother?
I'd tell him I jack
You're
off.
that opposed to the dry jack.
Yeah, dude. Every time? Forever?
Every time?
Forever? I'm that opposed to it.
I just quit jacking it, dude, because I just get so much poo. So what's the difference?
Yeah, it's not even like a big deal for us because we'd never do that.
Does she have to dry jack me?
Yes.
She who doesn't exist?
She who never existed. I got another would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather only take baths for the rest of your life, or any time you sneeze, immediately afterwards you have to say, whew, luckily that came out of my mouth and not my dick?
Baths? I like baths.
Oh, gross, dude. Ew. What?
You don't like baths?
No.
I mean, I don't.
Baths? You take baths?
I mean, I haven't in
20 years, I'm guessing. Since you were 6?
You know what's funny is I actually in the studio here in my bathroom I have a jacuzzi tub.
The studio bathroom.
The studio bathroom, which is
You do have
right
a jacuzzi tub, and do you ever use it?
I've used it exactly 0 times.
Why is that? Because baths are fucking gross and suck.
As much as I haven't gotten around to it.
Exactly.
Well, I'm cleaning myself for efficiency, for speed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got time to bath. I'm a busy guy. I ain't got time to bathe.
So just take the sneeze then and say, woof.
What's it? Woof. Luckily, it came out of my nose and not my ass.
Dick.
Dick.
Yeah. You have to say it every time.
Can I mutter it under my breath?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll take that.
That'd make it funnier.
Because I still have the bath option, but I don't have to be like, I'll just like, achoo. And while someone's saying gazoon tape, like, oh, thank God it came out of my nose.
They'd be like, what'd you just say?
And I'd be like, nothing.
No, you said something about it coming out of your nose.
No, I didn't say anything about my dick. No, I didn't say that, no.
And then you got to sneeze again. You're like, oh, no, fuck. Is there a cat in here?
Well, I usually, it's so dry out here. I'm going to dry jack. No, if I can.
That's kind of funny, though. If you've got the right audience, that's a good thing to say after you sneeze.
Luckily, it came out of my nose and not my dick. Am I right? Am I right?
Right after a good sneeze?
Jules, the funny thing about that sneeze is that it came out of my nose and not my dick.
Yeah, could be funny.
Could be fun.
I would always take the sneeze over the bath. Ugh, a bath.
You don't like baths?
No, just sitting there in your own fucking butthole juice.
Well, the point is you get clean and then the water goes
you clean
away.
the stuff off you, and then it floats in there with you.
Yeah, but then the water goes down and it all goes away.
No. It
No.
stays. It stays in here.
It stays in your mind.
In your heart, in your mind.
You need to take mental baths more often.
Oh, dude. I don't have any more would
You
you
don't have
rather.
any more would you rather?
I don't. You want some sentence finishers?
Oh, you want to do some sentence finishers?
These are quick, yeah.
Let's do some sentence finishers. All right. So this is Matt Newlands.
And Kyle Ruffs.
And
You
Kyle
have
Ruffs.
to finish the sentence.
Well, I was gonna say I was waiting for a sentence to finish.
Oh,
so the way we play
take
this
it from
game,
the top.
the way that we play this game is you start a sentence and I
Finish it.
okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Man, if my bedroom walls could talk, they would tell me to
Move.
move.
Be like, dude, you've desecrated these walls. You've desecrated this house.
Get
with your,
away from
with
me.
your filthy actions. Get out.
Okay, cool. I like that. If you're are you ready for the second one?
Second one, let's go.
If you ever have a day off, do yourself a favor. Go to the store, buy some potatoes and some lighter fluid, then go to a public school and
and leave the potatoes and lighter fluid at home. They don't need that.
Okay.
There's enough of that at the school.
Potatoes and lighter fluid.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, the lunch lady's got the potatoes on lock.
Yeah.
And the janitor is ripping dabs. He's got the fucking lighter fluid, the butane.
Janitors be getting high nowadays.
Janitors be
bro.
getting high.
I was part
That
of
is one thing when you get older and you think about like all your high school teachers.
Yeah.
I tried making a bit about this. Shout out to my high school football coach that like I got older and realized he's a fucking loser.
Yeah, just a dude.
He's just some fucking dude. He's a fucking gym teacher, which is like the dumbest person in my graduating class could be a gym teacher, and he was a loser and a fucking douchebag.
Yeah. And he ruined my fucking life.
Friend of the show, and I hate you. But also like the janitors too. Like the one janitor would kind of hang with us sometimes and like fuck around and stuff, and then like you get old and you realize like, oh, you're here because like what went wrong in your life, buddy?
Yeah.
Why
I partied with a few janitors in my day. They're good people.
I mean, I'm not saying like don't get me wrong.
No, but how'd you end up at a fucking school?
In a high school, you're a high school janitor, bro.
Yeah, they're just there for the season. There's people that are just you never saw the same janitor for more than like 3 years.
Nope, I had the same janitor the whole time.
Dude, one of the janitors in my elementary school, we knew him. They found like frozen cats in his fucking freezer, and there's like dog shit everywhere in his house. It was crazy.
Why? Well, first of all, who was going through his house?
Just us.
I did have
just the boys, dude. We're just checking out how the janitor lives.
We did have one teacher. He was actually a superintendent. He was the athletic director, Mr. Hale. Shout out in front of the show, Mr. Hale.
We're just name dropping today, dude. Sorry for all the name drops, dude.
And like he just like lived in town.
Yeah.
And we would just go to his house and fucking party all the time.
That's not cool.
I mean, like, when I say party, I mean, like, we would mostly just, like, we would hang out of his house and play, like, Wii bowling, and he didn't care if we smoked cigarettes because he loved smoking cigars.
And this guy was your teacher?
He was, what was his title? Was he an athletic director?
That's even worse. That's way worse.
I think he would sub every once in a while. But he was just, dude, he's Mr. Hale. Just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, come hang out at my house. He's like, I'm an old single guy. Come fucking kick it. And we'd fucking play Wii bowling at his house. And we'd fucking smoke cigarettes. I think we drink beers every once in a while.
You can't say that. He's going to be fucking...
I don't know, dude. Mr. Hale. I don't even know if Mr. Hale's still alive based on his lifestyle. But, dude, friend of the show, Mr. Hale, if you're still out there, fucking, I would love to kick it with you again, Mr. Hale. He was the fucking man. He was the coolest dude. But then, like, so, like, my graduating class was cool as fuck, and we would kick with Mr. Hale, and it wasn't a big deal. And then...
It's kind of a big deal, dude.
No, dude, it wasn't a big deal.
You keep brushing over this.
No, Mr. Hale was the man. We'd fucking rip darts at his house and drink whiskey and play Wii bowling, and it was the fucking best.
Yeah, for sure,
and
dude.
Mr. Hale was the fucking man. There'd be like times I'd go over there and they'd just be like, I'd just like roll up to his house and be like 4 of my buddies there, where I'll just watching the movie or fucking just kicking it with Mr. Hale. And it is more weird the more I say it, but Mr. like we were just fucking just chilling. He's like I'm a fucking like 50-year-old single dude. I don't give a shit. You guys want to hang out? Fine. And so we were just he was the golf coach. That's what it was.
Okay.
So my buddies that played golf, especially them, were just kicking at fucking Hale's house. And I'd be like, I'm coming over to, like, you guys at Hale's house? I'll come over to Mr. Hale's house. And we just fucking rip darts and play Wii bowling. And fuck.
What else?
And we'd touch his penis.
Yeah.
And no, dude.
No,
I'd beat the fuck out of Mr. Hale. He'd touch my penis. But then.
That's just boys being boys. That's just Midwest fun.
But what happened was, like, my class was fucking cool, and we could chill with Mr. Hale. And then we, like, word got out, like, we graduated, and, like, the younger kids who played golf and shit were like, yeah, we'll kick it at Mr. Hale's house too. And then word got out that these fucking, like, the high schoolers are kicking it with Mr. Hale, and he got fired, bro.
Of course he did.
I know.
I was waiting.
Because loose lips sink ships, bro. Dude, keep your fucking mouth shut, dude. I'll beat the fuck out of those kids who fucking narked on Mr. Hale.
Mr. Hale
bullshit.
Should not be letting kids.
Mr. Hale was the man. He was a lonely fucking dude, and he was a nice guy. We like to kick with fucking Mr. Hale.
Dude, this is Haleverse School District right
here.
Dude.
Yeah,
I'm on the.
Praise Hale, fucking praise Hale. Does that work? No, it doesn't work.
Did he ever let you guys bring girls over?
We weren't hanging out with girls. You kidding me? We were hanging out with girls who wouldn't be at Mr. Hale's house playing Wii bowling.
They're like, Kyle, you need to work out. No, we're not coming over to Mr. Hale's.
No, we're a bunch of fucking losers. That's why we're at Mr. Hale's house. Come on, get real.
I'm not fucking doing the last sentence finisher.
You're not?
No.
Okay.
But we are going to do sentences that have never been said.
Oh, you got more sentences than I ever said.
Oh, dude, I told you I got everything. Skiers edition.
It's time for Matt Newland's sentences that have never been said. Skier edition.
Babe, if you don't want to have sex tonight, that's fine. But either way, I'm keeping my ski boots on.
I hope that's never been said.
Never been said. Can't be. That's the whole point of the game. That's never been said.
I do like the idea of trying to bang whiskey, like just ski boots on.
Yeah.
Just clunking.
Just cool.
I can guarantee that someone is fucked with just ski boots on.
Oh, for sure. I would love to.
Just to say they did.
I would love to. I would be into that for sure. But the fact that this guy in this scenario was cool either way, he's like, I don't care if we have sex or not. Either way, I'm fucking keeping these on all night.
Yeah. I'm taking my boots off over my ski boots, which is almost impossible, but I'll find a way.
I got another one. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm on ski patrol, and I actually don't have a big ego at all.
That's never been said.
Never in a million years.
Not even one time. God, fucking ski patrol. We've gone over this on the podcast before, but fucking... One of my friends, my friend James, shout out to James, friend of the show, he just joined ski patrol. And he actually did me a favor because I was bombing my fucking dick down Heavenly Days, which is like one of the main, like, it's a big blue run under the gondola, and like you can go fast as shit on it, and I do because that's how I get home, and I want to get home.
You want to get home, so you're
and I
going
fucking
fast.
bombed it past ski patrol down there, and I kind of saw them, and so I hit the brakes a little bit, and they waved, and I waved back, and I was like, that's weird because ski patrol hates me.
Yeah.
and then I saw James later that night, and he was like, oh yeah, I saw you like coming down, and he like literally vouched for me. Like, ski patrol was like, that guy was going pretty fast, and he was like, that's Kyle, he's fine.
Yeah, Kyle's cool.
Yeah,
He's a cool guy.
That was cool. He's a cool guy.
It's just a fast-ass mustache.
He's a
That's all he is.
fast-ass motherfucker.
There's a story I think some ski patroller got, like, pretty fucking hurt the other day. Here in Steamboat.
Yeah.
I was like, who saved him? Who saves ski patrol when ski patrol goes down?
Who saves Superman when Superman gets hurt?
Exactly. No, but I think ski patrol helped him out. He's not doing. He's like not doing.
It actually
great.
makes the most sense.
Yeah, that's all right. One more sentence. I only need 3 things in this life: a new pair of skis, 7 chicken nuggets, and a cameo from Jean-Claude Van Damme telling me everything's gonna be all right. I'm getting good at these, dude.
You are, that's. There's no way anyone's ever said that sentence before in the entire world.
That's the point of the segment.
I mean, all 3 of those things separately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's been multiple times in my life where I've been like, God, I need 7 chicken nuggets. Just 7. And someone's like, you need 8 or 6? And I'd be like, fuck you.
No, 7.
I need 7.
New pair of skis. We all need a new pair of skis.
All need a new pair of skis. And do I need motivational speech from Jean-Claude Van Damme? Hopefully every day of my life.
Yeah, if I could get one. If you'd reach back out.
If you'd answer my DMs, Sean.
Friend of the show.
Is it Jean or Sean?
Jean.
Jean.
Sean. He's like Irish too.
My name is Sean Van Glandam. I like to kickbox and I do the splits real well.
Amigo.
I'm also Mexican.
He's Mexican, dude. This guy's crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, that was all. That was the whole sentences, dude.
You got him.
You got anything you want to get off your chest, dude? We're here. We're podcasting. We're doing it right now.
Are we thinking about it? I mean, we got some sick dude. We got to come pack out the show for Cypher next weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be sick. Cypher
We'll be
sounds,
there. Me and you will be there.
We'll be there.
Always.
Friend of the show, Cypher Sounds, is coming out. If you don't know Cypher, he was the DJ on the Chappelle Show. He tours with Dave Chappelle. He's the DJ for Hot 97 in New York City forever before he started doing comedy. Oh, that one bitch right there.
Fuck, there's less ice in it now. Yeah. Less watered down.
You just got to be dead inside like me, and then you can just fucking...
You are a real fucking...
Don't say alcoholic.
No, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to compliment you. You would have loved it. I was going to say
continue.
Real Tyrion energy going on right now, dude. Yeah.
I drink and I know things.
Lannister.
Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species.
Boom.
Call back to last episode.
For the fucking hardcore fans.
If you don't know it, learn biology. But, I don't know. I mean, I think that's about all I got. I feel like I was like, we should talk about skiing today, but we kind of already did that.
We talked a lot about skiing.
Yeah.
This was a ski-heavy podcast.
Ski-heavy podcast. Maybe that's what I'll call it. Ski-heavy podcast.
Ski-heavy podcast, dude.
I might just call it Snowboarders Suck. That might be the name of this episode.
It could be. We talked a lot of shit on snowboarders because even if they're the coolest snowboarder in the world, you're not that fucking cool.
No. It's like from the classic film Waiting. It's like being the smartest kid with Down syndrome.
100%. And that's snowboarding. Like Shaun White, dope as shit snowboarder.
Yeah, but he's still a snowboarder.
Like, fucking put some skis on, bro.
He's no Johnny Mosley.
He's no fucking Mikaela Shiffrin.
No, Mikaela.
Dude.
Oh, my sweet.
Sweet Mikaela. Have a speedy recovery. I don't know if you're injured at this point, but you guys are always going
I don't know if
through
you're still hurt from when I broke your heart, but I hope you have a speedy recovery, and we'll talk soon, babe.
Stop trying to outdo me on this Mikaela Shiffrin stuff, all right?
I just decided to commandeer this.
All right.
Mikaela, don't look over there. Don't look over there. Mikaela.
Do you remember when we first met?
Mikaela, do you remember when I first DM'd you and you didn't respond?
And then you didn't respond for 3 more DMs.
She's probably married with like fucking 12 kids at this point.
Yeah, she probably is. Or no, she still is like a heavy hardcore skier, dude. She's into it.
There was an Olympic speed skater that I saw on Tinder once in this town.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not going to say her name. I'll tell you after the podcast.
That's fine.
But I did. And I was like, you look familiar. And
Yeah.
then it was like her in like the USA gear, and I was like, get out of here.
Did you talk to her?
No.
That was too scared.
She did not match with me. I just saw her on Tinder.
Oh, nice.
And I swiped right, and she knows better.
That's bullshit, dude.
Right?
You're a good fucking guy.
I'm a great guy. If she got to know me
A little bit. Then she could reject you, and then it would be justified.
If she got to know me, she'd be like, yuck.
Yeah, and then you would get it.
Yeah, and I'd
But
be
when
like,
they reject you when women reject you automatically, you're like, I don't get it.
I don't get it. Because, like, superficially, I'm great.
Yeah, dude, on the outside?
On the outside?
Stars and stripes, buddy.
I got abs. I do comedy.
Those are two cool things, I think. One's cooler than the other.
I got these baby blue eyes I can lay on you.
You do. They're kind of black right now. I don't know what's going on.
It's because I'm on acid.
Yeah, dude, let's take acid. Let's keep this 13-hour podcast going.
Actually, you're right. Let's take acid. All right, we got to get out of here. It's Fat Boy Sunday. Thanks for listening, everybody. Come see us this weekend. Check out steamboatcomedy.com. Follow us on our fucking social media if you don't already.
Please. Thank you. Cheers.
Please. See you next time.
Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.